Collecting Lego is fun and not too complicated, but when you get down to it, there are plenty of pitfalls you can fall into. To help you get started in the world of Lego investing, here are 6 tips for managing your Lego collection. First tip, buy with a strategy. Buying Lego sets at random only makes sense in rare cases, such as when they are heavily discounted. This is usually the case when the availability on the market is particularly high and the ELL is still a long way off. This is often when the best deals are available. Prices will increase as soon as Lego reduces the number of sets available or even stops selling them. In general, however, you should stick to a strategy and make sure you are diversified and not only buy sets because of discounts. For example, buying sets from only one theme carries a higher risk. A good strategy is to roughly define your spending budget and the allocation between themes and act accordingly. Second tip, control is good, trust is better. Wear and tear, dents or scratches. As Lego investors, we don't need any of that. That's why it's so important to inspect the sets as soon as they arrive. Set a tolerance for this, but make sure you don't return sets for every little thing. This can lead to your account being blocked by various shops. If a set shows signs of wear, it is your right to insist on an exchange or a credit. Let us know in the comments below if you would like to know more about what is and is not acceptable damage. Third tip, the Lego storage. As far as storage is concerned, you should introduce a system for storing sets from the outset. It makes sense to store the sets by theme and size so that you do not waste space in the height and depth of the shelves and do not have to search for sets. Ideally, you should use a storage system and label the shelves so that you can see directly where the set is currently needed. For large and heavy Lego sets, it is advisable to place them on a shelf on the long side. Avoid placing sets on their side. Smaller sets can be stored on the short side if the contents are light. It is important to change the short side every few months to avoid bulging. Small sets, such as Skylines from the Architecture range, Brickheads, or Speed Champions, can be stacked on top of each other, up to 10 sets on top of each other. Heavy-duty shelving is great for storing Lego bricks. Not only does it save space, but you can customize it to fit the size of the sets and arrange the bricks. The best shelves are often 60 centimeters deep. Lego boxes are best stored at a temperature of 14 to 20 degrees Celsius and humidity should not exceed 55 to 60%. Higher levels can lead to mold or mildew stains. This is very important as it can potentially damage your entire Lego collection. You can use a simple thermohygrometer to check this. To prevent high humidity, there are passive methods such as the use of dehumidifier granules. This is cheap and still effective for smaller rooms. On the other hand, active solutions such as dehumidifiers can be used. Dehumidifiers are available for smaller rooms from €40. Last but not least, Lego sets need to be protected from UV light, otherwise unsightly fading can occur. Fourth tip, plan the sale. If your shelves are packed to the rafters, there are bound to be some ELL sets waiting to be sold. To make the sale efficient, it needs to be well planned. This includes appropriate sales platforms, good product photos, and well-written descriptions. You can make product photos with a 60 x 60 x 60 centimeters photo box or use photos directly from the dealer. Don't forget to ask the merchant for permission first. If you are a seller on eBay, you can also use the eBay catalog. Fifth tip, perfectly stored, perfectly packed. When the time comes for the first sale, the treasures, large and small, have to be transported to the new owner. It would be even more annoying if the set arrived damaged. Nobody likes damaged Lego, and you can reduce the risk by taking a few simple steps. Make sure you have enough packing material, especially for larger sets, as they are not easy to ship. It is possible to use used cardboard boxes and padding material. For example, you can cut the boxes into small pieces so that they don't take up too much space. If you have a large Lego portfolio and identical sets in large numbers, it may be advisable to use new boxes and packaging materials. Things you can use include waste paper, bubble wrap, or air pillows. If you're a beginner and don't want to spend money on packaging, here are some free alternatives: newspaper, shredded paper, upholstery materials. And now our sixth tip, Lego insurance. Despite all precautions, it is still possible for Lego sets to be damaged or, in the worst case, destroyed by external influences such as fire or water. It is important to take precautions against this extreme case when you have a large investment. Obviously, it is not worth insuring a portfolio worth $500, but if the value is greater than that, and you are concerned about financial loss, it is worth considering taking out insurance. In the case of private collections, it is advisable to consult your trusted insurance agent, as household insurance can often be adjusted accordingly. This will require a small supplement to the previous sum insured. The situation is different for commercial resellers, who can take out inventory insurance. A storage value of up to $75,000 can be insured with an annual sum insured of around $350. It is advisable for tradespeople to take out inventory insurance anyway. This will protect your business from bankruptcy. If you suffer a major loss, the worst that can happen is that you have no goods to sell and are unable to pay your bills. Whatever your situation, you should always keep an inventory. It is also a good idea to photograph your stock regularly. And lastly, do not forget the joy. You should take our tips seriously and make sure you get the most out of your LEGO collection. But don't forget that LEGO is and always will be about having fun. It's fun to build a set once in a while, isn't it? These have been our tips for your LEGO collection. Let us know what you think in the comments below. See you next time!